Hi everybody and welcome to another Idle Hero stream. Today in my stream I will be talking about a few different things. Um, One of the things I'll be talking about is the best of the best. I, Looks like I lost connection. The best of the best of all the... Pretty sure I have not done dark heroes yet. Light and dark heroes. I'm going to go in depth in an explanation on them and we'll talk about them a little bit. I'm also, one of the biggest reasons why I'm doing this videos is because I've been holding a ton of summoning stuff in my bag, so that way I can discuss that while it's going. I've also been saving up some summoning trolls, so that way I could do a couple summons here. So we're going to start off with, finally caught you live, looks like I'm late. Ferrigno, you're actually right on time, I just started the stream. So, starting off this stream with 11 summons. Let's see if I get anything good. I've been saving these up, and that's completely not like me. Normally I'm like, oh man, nothing good. Oh well. And then another summon. Nothing so far. Let's see what my 5-star is. I've been saving up all this stuff just to share it with you guys. Mirage. I don't really need him, but I definitely need water fodder. One of the things I needed to grab really quickly was my 2 10s there. Now I am going to summon a red artifact. Like I've talked about before, artifacts are huge. Mage. I've got so many red mage artifacts now. Really wish you could trade. Another mage artifact. Another mirage. And a fat mill. So as you can see, I didn't really get anything good this time in my 5-star summons. Hopefully I'll get something good next time. Alright. Now, one of the biggest things about this game, I've talked about it many times, is team makeups. You know, what you're going to do with your teams, how you're going to build them, and how you're going to strengthen them the best way. One of the easiest ways to get huge boosts is by doing like all fire, all light, all dark, all grass. You know, you get huge benefits right off the top from those. So that's something you definitely want to look at when you're building your teams. Is ways to do that. The easiest one to get, and the one that most people use, is 10% HP, 10% attack, and you get that for simply just having one of every color. That's why it's important to always... A lot of people say don't do light and darks. I disagree. I say you should do light and darks. Just because light and darks are, you know, a really quick and easy way to get to that 10%. If you're like me at all, you have 1 or 2 characters that do the majority of your damage. And most people, they have that one character. For Marauders and everybody else, normally that's Walter. Normally he does like 80 to 90% of your damage. So if you can give him that 10% boost by throwing in like, you know, a light and a dark unit that would just normally be whatever anyways, you know, like you would just have whatever units in there that aren't really helping out that much. So it's definitely worth it. I'm not going to make you guys sit here and watch me do all these little weak ones. I get all these creatures, by the way. I tried ODO1 for his 80% stun to Priest, but didn't work well. Yeah, 10% is pretty big in this game. I mean, think about it, 1,000 to 1,100. You know, it's a lot of the matches that I fight, 10% more is the difference between winning and losing. A level 100 person versus a level 110, it's a huge difference. Um, so it's 10%'s big. Uh, so light and dark. So right off the bat, you'll see one big difference between light and darks versus all the other types is there isn't very many of them. There's only 3 darks and 3 lights that you can take to 9-star. The newest one, sorry, people are messaging me at the same time. Need 1 starlight to do her to 6-star. I don't think when doing faceless. Yeah, Starlight's always one of the first 6 stars you get. And she's really good all the way until you get a better final team. Starlight's definitely worth it. Alright, so the dark hero, the newest dark hero is Dark Spirit. This one is almost totally about energy. Energy is what you use to do your special. So when it saps and gives energy, like when it damages 4 enemies and reduces their energy by 35, basically is what that's saying is now those 4 heroes, they won't be able to use their special attack on their second turn if you have him built for speed. He should absolutely be a speed built hero. You don't hear me say that very often. I think this is one of the first heroes I've said that about. But Dark Spirit should definitely have a speed equip because what he is for is to make sure that the enemy does not do their specials. So basically, everything you do either gives you energy or takes away energy from them for their specials, and this just keeps their specials way down. How big is this? So, like, Walter would do 10% of his overall damage if he wasn't allowed to use his special. His entire power is in his special. In this game, if your character can't do their specials, that's huge. That's like one of the biggest difference makers you can have. That's one of the reasons why Demon Hunter, the grass hero Demon Hunter, is so good, is because she silences so many people so often. It's too expensive. I actually had to contact the game developers. My daughter had got on my account and was charging it. Uh, I was buying it too, so I didn't really realize it, but I had gone on and noticed that she had charged outside of me. What she had charged that I didn't realize was almost $5,000. So to get to VIP 11. So I'm assuming it's like probably $4,000 or $5,000 to get to VIP 10. So pretty expensive. It's not something that you can do just like, oh, I want to get to VIP 10 in this game. Let me spend, $100 and I'm there. No, it's in the thousands. Um, Sleepless. Sleepless, his main ability is the fact that he revives himself. Uh, the only time I've really noticed that this is good is I pair him with Aiden to where he dies right before Aiden does. Aiden gets his attack boost, and then Aiden can survive another round. Because he'll revive himself, and then Aiden lasts a little bit longer. Sleepless is, in my opinion, a garbage hero, and used in very few situations. Uh, his abilities really aren't that good. He's just all around I would say a third tier hero. I wouldn't even say he's like a situational hero. There's If you're gonna do a dark hero, you should do Dark Arthanol or Dark Spirit. Dark Arthanol being the best. Dark Arthanol is one of the top 10 characters in the game. Just because it does massive amounts of damage and it petrifies. It can petrify everybody. It's got a 50% chance of petrifying for 2 rounds, which is huge. You're basically knocking somebody, several characters. I think it's like, well, if it's got a 50% chance, you're looking at, half of their team being petrified. So it's really awesome. And he's fast. Definitely fast. Dark Arthanol is almost always one of the first hitters. So, Dark Arthanol, definitely worth it to get. Definitely worth it to build up. All the other dark stuff is either 4-star, can only go to 5-star, or just isn't. It's just, the lower tiers of them. Light heroes. All 3 light heroes are worth it, in my opinion. All 3 of them, no doubt about it, have their... Hold on one second, guys. Looking for my fuego. All 3 light heroes definitely that can go to 9-star have really amazing abilities. The newest one being Divine Spirit. It deals 120% attack damage to 4 people, which is a lot of damage, and stuns them. And then gives you huge bonus attack. So every time you hit, basically, you're doing more and more damage. You do a ton of damage with Divine Spirit. Definitely a hard hitter. But in the light ones, the worst of the lights, they can get a 9-star, but still definitely decent. This is going to get pretty controversial. So I think Asmodel is the best light hero. I actually think Asmodel is probably the best attacker / tank in the game. Not really a tank, but kind of a tank. So whenever he gets attacked, it adds a critical hit damage to the enemy. Hold on one second, Thomas. I'll answer that as soon as I'm finished. And when you attack, it adds critical strike marks, which basically just does crazy amounts of damage with crit damage. Then you can do stones and, gear that increase crit damage, and he's going to be insane. He does an insane amount of damage to everybody. He attacks every player there, and does an insane amount of damage to him. Maybe not as good against Marauders or, guild bosses, but PvP and Tower and everything else in the game, basically, other than Marauders and guild raids, he's just amazing at. It's amazing. Asmodel is just a really hard hitter. Gurki used to be the best light hero in the game. Definitely a really strong choice for a light hero. It's my light hero of choice because I like it as a priest. It keeps your entire team alive, attacks all the enemies, does a lot of damage. It used to stun. It doesn't stun anymore. But it counterattacks, and it heals your own team. So, definitely is a great hero to have. Heals a lot, heals your team a lot, heals yourself a lot, counterattacks, and attacks the entire other team. So, that's it, guys. So, just to make things short and sweet, if you want to just have, one dark and one light to make your team right, you want to have Dark Arthanol and Asmodel. If you can't pull an Asmodel, go with a Gurki. That's pretty much it. Earlier in the game, you can, use the Divine Spirits and the other 5-stars, but later in the game, and after that, go with what you need. It's all situational after that. Just remember that this game is, later in the game is 75% situational heroes. I rarely, if ever, use my level 200 team anymore, just because, it makes way more sense to use my other heroes, at different times that I need them. So, thanks guys for watching. I had saved those summons for you. I just wanted you guys to see them. It's getting kind of late here. I got to get to bed. Work early in the morning, 4 a.m. So, remember to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what I should be doing. Tell me what kind of videos you want to see. What do you want to see in the next one? Do you want to see me do some battles, or you want me to do some PvP? Do you want me to figure something out? Do you have, specific questions? Do you want to do an Ask Me Anything? You know, yes, I'm the real Legend 27. But just tell me what you guys want to see. Tell me what you guys want, and I will do it. So, again, like, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.